Hello, my name is Tim Cleveland. I'm down here at Haiti Adventiste Hospital, and I work in prosthetics and orthotics. I work at the Hopital Adventiste in Haiti. Our actual location is in Carrefour, but we are in the southern part just below Port-au-Prince. So the things that I love about Haiti are the opportunities to go hiking up in the mountains. We love to go on Sabbath hikes. We live kind of at the base of about a 3,000 foot mountain, and we love to go hiking up there on Sabbath afternoons. My favorite food down here is definitely pickles. It's like a cabbage, lemon vinegar salad. It's really, really good. They love to make it at the cafeteria, so we eat it quite often. Haiti is an island. It's connected with the Dominican Republic. They share a landmass. We go from the ocean up into the mountains very quickly. We top out at about 6,000 feet. There's a lot of clusters of people, so the cities tend to be where everyone lives. Our official language is a French Creole. Like, there's a few French words mixed in, but they've kind of adapted their own language. Like, I tried to talk to my cousin who speaks French, and she's like, I understood like 2 of the words. My degree is in health science from Loma University. I did 2 years and transferred into Lynda's Orthotics and Prosthetics program, where I also received a master's degree in prosthetics and orthotics. The reason that my wife and I decided to come to Haiti was because we approached Loma and asked if they had any international service projects in orthotics and prosthetics. My wife and I had planned on doing this basically since we've gotten married. We've wanted to go internationally. We approached Loma and they said, yeah, we have this team in Haiti that's looking to start up an orthotics and prosthetics program. So last July, actually it's 2 Julys ago, it was July 2019, we came out and visited Haiti and just fell in love. They wanted the prosthetics and orthotics program to help support the orthopedics program so that we can provide total patient care and really take care of the whole person and not just get them halfway to the goal and then stop there or get stuck. So we're really excited to help support them. We have some really, really cool opportunities to help patients out. The opportunities lie in post-surgery, oftentimes. Dr. Scott is down here. He's one of our orthopedic surgeons. He will consult me on different projects that he's working on or different cases. We had a gentleman who had an infected foot. They had to amputate the foot, so they had to remove it. And he called me in to consult to see where we'd like the amputation done, how much bone length we'd like, where the tissue would like to wrap. The patient had a lot of scar tissue on their shin. And so what we did was we consulted on that, and then after that we're gonna follow the patient until they're ready for a prosthesis, and then we're gonna begin fitting them with the device to help them walk. So that's a basic analysis of what I do. The other aspect of it is the orthotics side. So in the orthotics aspect, we like to fix things that patients have, like drop foot. The limb is still intact, but maybe the muscle isn't functioning as well. And so we'll provide a brace that will support that foot and allow it to function better or allow them some increased mobility or stability as they're walking. The hospital currently focuses on the orthopedics programs, particularly pediatrics. Dr. Scott Nelson is really good with the pediatric situation down here and has a lot of experience in that. We've mainly focused around pediatrics for the most part. That being said, we have a lot of trauma down here that happens on a daily basis. And we also have a strong ER that's really, really making some strides right now that we're really excited about, that Dr. Jeff Cho is partially responsible for. We also have quite a few outpatient clinics that are also growing rapidly due to different health concerns, and vaccination clinics that are also currently functioning at the hospital. Our orthotics and prosthetics program was previously running a few years back. It was closed down because they couldn't make it financially viable. So we decided to reopen it and get everything set back up. It's been a long journey, but we're really excited with where we're at and the developments that are happening right now. So the reason that the Orthotics and Prosthetics Department is needed here in Haiti is because there's been a lot of trauma not just necessarily related to the hurricane and the earthquake that happened, but also just due to everyday life. People here ride motorcycles, and with those motorcycles comes a fair amount of danger. I have a gentleman that we're currently working with who was a police officer, and he got shot in the leg. The gunshot wound resulted in amputation. There's definitely a need down here, and it's not necessarily related to past experiences, it's related to the present, just everyday life in Haiti. The auxiliary is helping to raise funds for the Orthotics and Prosthetics Department at Haiti Adventiste Hospital. The money's going to go towards hooking up the oven so that we can get power to it. It's also going to help raise money for some other projects, including a sewing machine. There's a grinder that we're looking to help purchase with that money also, and some general supplies like computers, laptops, things to help get the program up and running so that we can really get a head start on the program. The oven that we are getting some assistance with is currently on its way. We are kneading the oven so that we can heat up plastic. The way we make prosthetics is we cast a patient, we make adjustments to that cast in plaster, and then after we do that, we take a piece of hot plastic and we pull it over the mold. So the oven is really, really integral in shaping and providing that prosthesis to the patient, because the most important part is the actual socket, and that's what the oven's going to help allow us to do. The sewing machine that we use is an industrial one. The reason that we need this particular sewing machine is because the materials that we sew are quite thick, sewing straps and different aspects of braces. We also sew a lot of leather to provide a softer interface in different areas of the devices so that patients don't come in contact with the hard plastics. So we have to be able to punch through those fabrics and those leathers and the different materials that we use. Otherwise, we won't be able to sew them together, and we end up with a very poor product. So right now our functionality is quite limited. With the oven and the shipment that's coming down in the shipping container, we are waiting on some plaster and the actual plastic that we use to mold the devices. So we are quite limited in our functionality right now, but in the next couple weeks we're hoping to get that shipping container on campus. It's set to arrive somewhere between the 11th and 15th of January, so we're getting really, really excited. The Orthotics and Prosthetics and Physical Therapy departments are going under a new construction project. Where we currently are is not quite enough space, and so I have like my office, but I don't have anywhere to see patients. So there's a room with hospital beds that we're going to be expanding into temporarily as the new rehab's getting built. So hopefully by the end of 2021, we'll be moved into a new rehab building on campus that we're really, really excited about. So that rehab is going to house orthotics and prosthetics and the physical therapy departments. And hopefully soon we're going to be adding an occupational therapy department, but we haven't quite gotten that far yet. So once we open, we'll be able to start seeing patients. We will be able to see about 8 to 10 patients a day, depending on how quickly we get everything up and running. We'd like to hire different technicians and other clinicians that we'd be able to help me out in seeing patients. So our goal is to get a small staff and grow it as necessary. The aspects that we are really, really praying for right now are the container getting out of customs quickly. We've had containers get stuck in customs up to 16 months. So we're really praying that that gets released as quick as possible. The hospital purchased an ambulance and we got that out in about 3 weeks. So we're really praying for a quick transition in getting the shipping container out of customs. The other things that we're praying for are general safety for the missionaries down here. And we're also praying for the rehab project to go very smoothly and quickly.